Hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage and today we're going to be having a look at Ethereum. Before we jump into the price action, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and why not leave us some feedback down below. Always happy to hear from you. Also in the description below, you'll find a link to the Discord. Why not come check it out? It's free to join. Once you're in the general chat area, just mention member of staff and we'll be happy to help you out with anything you may need. Okay, so for the most part, I'm still looking for this potential fourth wave to play out here. There is like we were talking about it yesterday, there's a potential to count this as a bullish wave, so we'll go over that as well. We're still potentially within this third wave here, and we will discuss that. But for the most part, this is what I think is going on. I think we're having this corrective structure down, still looking to form this wave 4, and the way that it would look like it's going to play out now with all this overlap here is that potentially this is going to become, instead of a C wave like we were looking for, this is going to become a WXY. It is possible though, however, that the C wave could complete here. So we need to just bear this in mind, and this could just be a flat correction where the C wave hasn't taken this A wave low. Alternatively, it could still be developing and we could actually still see further extension to the downside here. So we need to just bear this in mind within the count. Okay, so the fourth wave location is this 1535 to this 1389. And we've been looking for that for a while now, and we've just been sort of sloping down here within this channel. If we do get another push to the upside here like this, or basically if we're looking at this like this, we could see something like this play out. It is possible this B wave is not complete, so we're going to go over that. So the way we'd be looking at this is either we can argue, I'm going to go over, so either we can argue that we're going to get a deeper C wave here, in which case we would be looking for something something like this, where we'd be looking for a deeper move and a 5-wave move. So if this is the case, effectively what we'd be looking for is basically this move to either complete here and we start to break down, or we could still potentially see a push up as high as this 1635 as an A, a B, and a C. So this box area here is a common rejection area for B wave or wave 2. So if we do actually look to push up into this zone, it is possible we've already come into this zone, so we could have actually completed here. This subwave structure here is a little bit overlapping, but there is a way of counting it as a 5-wave move as well, so we need to bear in mind that we could see a move up again, as this is a B, and then a C wave. So that one-to-one, like I said, would be the 1635, which would also bring us back in line with some of this areas of consolidation up here. So it's something we can just keep an eye on if we do progress to the upside here. The 1635 might be a potential zone. However, if we do start to break down from here and we fail to break above this zone of the 1604, we could potentially be setting up for a deeper move here. So it would only be confirmed by actually breaking down past this 1414 area. And then actually we'd be looking for a fourth and a fifth wave to the downside like this. So this is not confirmed. I'm just keeping an eye on this only because we have this 5-wave structure here. It is possible that this 5-wave structure is part of a B wave of this move as an A, a B, and a C, or alternatively a 1, 2, and then we'll go over that bullish count now. So the other way of looking at this, if I turn this off, is if we look at this as a WXY, and much the same sort of scenario, we can still look to push up here to this 1-to-1 as this is an A, a B, and a C. Or alternatively, we could actually look to start breaking down here. But on this, we wouldn't. Effectively, the difference between this is we'd be expecting another 5-wave move here, but we wouldn't be expecting it to hit that 1.618. So it is possible that, like I said, if we do move back up here, it'll bring this target zone up, which at the moment is currently 1484 at a 1-to-1. Though the Y wave 1-to-1 is actually this 1499.95, so 1500. If we do actually start to progress down here, these could be interesting zones where we could look for a turnaround. Obviously, from the structure we have at the moment, there's not really much indicating that we're going to be breaking down. It just looks corrective at the moment, but it is possible that we could see this develop into something else where this becomes a 1-2. We pull back up here, potentially look to retest this this channel line and then actually look to break down. So if that's the case, effectively what we'd be looking for is, if we're going to look at this as a wave 1, we'd be wanting to see a move past this 1534, and that would be looking for a move like this, where this becomes a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So that could potentially look to take us into that Y zone of that 1 to 1. Alternatively, if this extends out a little bit, we could then argue that we could reach a bit lower down towards this 1484 zone. If we do extend past that, basically I'd be looking for this green box area, which would be this 1465 to this 1410. This 1453 is also an interesting zone within there. That's a 0.382 retracement, so it is possible that we could actually look to push down here, though there's nothing confirmed yet, so we'd have to just see how we react, because technically speaking we have come into the top end of this box already, so it is possible we can argue that this is a completed move here and we could look to push to the upside. So we'll just have to monitor it and see how that plays out. The other way we were looking at this is the potential of a triangle. That still hasn't I haven't dismissed that yet, but it's still very early if this is the case, because we wouldn't have formed the C wave. And the way we would be looking at this basically within this is we'd want to see this play out as an A. If we do get that higher move here, this actually then makes this quite possible. The problem is we can't move past this 1518. If we move past this 1518, it would invalidate this potential triangle that we could be forming here. So it's one of those things we're gonna have to just see how this plays out. If we do get a deeper move here and then a 5-wave move that doesn't cross this 1518 area, then it is possible that we could either have this as a WXY and then we'll look to push up for that 5th wave, or we'll just get another 3-wave move to the upside and then a 3-wave move to the downside for that E wave, and actually then look to break to the upside. So this is just one of the options that is, it's still early in its development though, if this is the case. So I wouldn't want to call it a triangle as of yet, but it is a possibility. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is whether we could still be within that 3rd wave. And this is how we would have to look at it. So this is just looking for the possibility of extensions. It is possible. I would want to see it prove itself though. The way we'd have to look at it is potentially as this is a 1 with a flat as a 2. And then we'd be starting to form structure here. So the way we would have to count this is as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the 3rd, 4th, and a 5th, if we're going to count it as a 5-wave move. So this would mean that we would have been potentially setting up for this wave 2 here, and it's come into the zone, so it's come past that 50%, so it is possible we could actually start to see some movement to the upside here in a 3rd wave. If this is the case, what we'd want to see is we'd want to see a move up past this 1683, because like I said, we need to be careful of the fact that we could have just an ABC here, where we form another leg to the upside, and this becomes an A, a B, and a C, and then actually look to break down again. So unless we actually push up past this high point here of the 1660 and this 1683, then we can potentially be looking for a bigger structure here. So confirmation of this extension would actually come by crossing above this 1740 range. That would be a zone we could actually look to potentially get further extension here, where this becomes a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5-wave to the upside. So this is the 5th wave area projected off this low point over here. So for the time being, I am sort of anticipating us to come back up there. It's just whether we have a little bit more of a move down and then we push up, or alternatively we could actually be starting to push up from this current area. So this is just something that we are currently watching. The way that I've got this marked out, this wave 2 would get invalidated by crossing back below this point, but it is possible that we could see something play out like this, where we get an A, a B, and then we get another C wave to the downside, and it looks to retest this box. But if we lose this area of the lower end here, this 1535, that would invalidate this move. And basically then we would not be able to look at this as a potential bullish count anymore. The other thing, like with this move, we're also talking about this potentially being a flat correction completed into here, which is possible. And if that is the case, then we wouldn't really be taking this this side of this move into account. We would be looking at this as the start of the move here. So technically we could see this 5-wave move play out here to the upside, and which would currently be looking to actually target out towards that 1713 to the 1695, and that could actually be the end of a move. So it wouldn't, if we're looking at this as a flat, this would not be included in the count, and then we could either basically just see a 5-wave structure play out here, and that could be a 4th and a 5th completed. So we need to monitor it. What we'd want to see, if this is a completed 5-wave move into this channel, effectively is we'd want to see us break down and lose this low point, and we'd want to see potentially 5-wave structure doing so. So we'd want to see this basically complete and then take out this low point, potentially come back, retest it, and then start to move away. It can potentially come back up and retest the channel again. If that does play out and we get a deeper move as a 1, 2, and then we're looking to break down as a 3. Alternatively, if we don't get this and we find support again, we set a higher low, it's possible we could actually be looking for further extension, where this would be a 1, 2, and then we start to break up again. So at the moment, I don't want to call things completed because we have been getting these extensions up, so we need to just be a bit careful with saying final targets here. But basically, with the current structure, this is what I'm currently seeing. If we do look at this from further back, effectively this would then mark our wave 3. If I just turn it on, if we do get this push up from here and we get a 5-wave move like it is shown here, effectively this would then actually mark this wave 3 top, in my opinion. We'd have to see how we react, but then I'd still be looking for this deeper 4th if that's the case, because I don't think that this 4th here is quite big enough to correct for this wave 2 back in the beginning here. So I don't think that it's quite enough in there. I'd want to see a bit of a bigger structure, but sometimes these things can happen. If this does progress sideways for a bit more and this becomes an A or a W, an X, and a Y, then it becomes a bit more proportional to that wave 2, and then we could potentially argue that we are going to get this 5th wave completion playing out soon. Yeah, so that's a couple of the possibilities. I just wanted to show you them. Obviously with the FOMC today, we do have some upside potential here, and as well as some downside potential. So we just need to see how this plays out. If this plays out, what I was talking about with that 4th wave is that we could potentially look at it here as well, and then that could be a complete 5th wave. So, or rather there, where we get this teal 5-wave move and it actually completes this as a 5-wave. So we just need to be careful. Like I said, there is potential for extension here, and we need to give it a bit more time and see how it reacts and sort of take it level by level. For as long as we manage to hold these lows, as we go up and set these higher lows, we can continue to look for that extension. But if we start to lose these zones like this 1518 and this zone here of this 1535, this would effectively invalidate these potential bullish counts to the upside, and then we'd be looking for that 4th wave to complete, in my opinion. Dropping below this 1389 would indicate to me that this is not going to get a 4th wave in here. It is possible that it can come down as deep as this zone of this 1309, but we wouldn't really want to lose this 50%. If we lose this 50%, we'd have to then start thinking about the fact that we could have a 1-2-1-2, and then we could be looking for a bigger structure, or this is just a 3-wave move and we actually look to break down and take out these lows set here at this 1075. So this is just a couple of the options that we have on the table at the moment. When we get more information, we will do another video so that we can keep you up to date. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please smash the like button. If it's the first time you're watching Crypto Rosetta, why not hit that subscribe button so you get kept up to date. Turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description, you'll find a link to the Discord. Like I said earlier, why not come check it out? It's free to join. Once you're in the general chat area, just mention a member of staff. We'll be happy to help you out with anything you may need. And also in the description below, you'll find affiliate links to BYBIT and to Prime XBT, both great exchanges. We use them when we're doing our trading all the time. Really are great exchanges, and yeah, we highly recommend them. If you don't have an account on them, there's a deposit. If you meet the deposit requirements, which can be found on the website, you can get bonuses, as well as that if you use the affiliate link, it does help the team out, and we do appreciate it. Okay, everyone, I hope you have a great day. We're going to see you in the next video. Please take care out there with the meeting today. Yeah, please use proper risk management when you're taking trades today. It could get quite volatile. Okay, we'll leave it there. Cheers, everybody.